Hi, today we're going to talk about a Hartblei 120, which is for the GFX camera. It's a SuperRotor, tilt shifter, etc, etc. This lens here is a tilt shift, as I said, and Fuji doesn't make any tilt shift lenses. So it's the only tilt shift lenses manufacturer in the world, as far as I know at the moment, that makes these tilt shift lenses for the GFX. I'm told that the Fuji lenses, which are amazing, in fact I'm being videoed by one right now, this is the GFX shooting me, the circle of light inside is perfect for the lens, so it's got great coverage from end to end, from side to side, but that's it, it's just there, no more. It has no great, it's not very big, the circle. Therefore, when we come to tilt shift lenses where they have to shift, you run out of real estate very fast. So I understand that's one of the reasons why Fuji has made. This is what I'm being told. I might be wrong. Anyhow, be it as it may, this is the only one which you can use for the tilt shift, and we have it. So I got this at the end of last year, and when I received it, the first thing that I've discovered was when I put my camera on eagerly to look, on this thing here, this bayonet here was loose. The camera had play in it, way too much play. I complained to them immediately, saying this was unacceptable, and they said absolutely no problem, we'll send you some new ones. And sure enough, they sent me 2 of these, which can be easily replaced. The first one I put on worked fine, and so that problem was solved pretty fast, which is great. Now, next problem, which is a little annoying because this is an expensive lens and you expect everything to be perfect when you get it. You think it's Christmas, but it's not quite Christmas. This is this lens. Here, you can barely, with 2 fingers, turn this for the focus. You need to hand a crank on it. And I complained immediately about that. I said, this is unacceptable, you can't have this that tight. And they said to me, yes, we actually are knowing and we're working on this. We're going to send you very shortly a piece when we finished the testing on it, and that will solve your problem. Sure enough, to their word, they did that. But let me just talk about this thing here. While this is on there and you want to rotate, so let's say I drop the lens down here. Let's take this, drop this down so that we have now a dropped lens. Okay? Now I've taken a picture from this side. I want to turn it around and take a picture from the other side. You notice that the focus, this thing turns with it. Now, if this is tight, the focus is going to stick. Therefore, not a very practical thing. We'll look at it a bit later. Let's take this off in the meantime. We'll remove this, get rid of it, take this, put this aside, and lo and behold, in a box, this thing arrived. It's the, I say Fotga. Follow focus. Nice piece of equipment. It looks a bit cumbersome, but it's reasonably easily put on. In fact, let's do that right now. So we're going to take this lens here, and we need to remove this bottom plate first. So let's do that. This is done reasonably fast. Gears are spinning around. The focusing ring or wheel actually has more, it's more practical for video than for whoops, the wrong side. Here, let me get this on the right side. This is going to be down there, therefore there. Okay, I mean, so it's more practical for video. And for video, I'll show you later, there's a feature which is really great, which works really well with it. Here we've got our first screw in. Let's just flop that in and take the next one. Put that one in there. I may fast forward this for you so you don't have to watch me put screws inside. So if my voice suddenly goes, it's a big fill, which is all right, having put that on there, first Acra goes back on this little Acra plate. Acra, is there anything else in the world Swiss Acra, my goodness. I used to have a thing called Schlachter, and I used that for many years. It was very good, it lasted a long time, German-made thing. But when I came across Swiss Acra, it may change my life. Everything is Swiss, but not only for me. If you buy lenses, they come automatically fitted with these things. So it's just the way to go. All right, having said that, we're going to put this back on here. And now, let's see if this works. Well, we need to tighten down the lens first. And sure enough, this thing is spinning backwards and forwards. Look at that. There's our focus. Let's drop this down here. So now we have the same problem of spinning around and doing this. This ring here, what I do, I have a Hartblei 40. I take the ring, focus it carefully, then the moment it's focused, put a tape on the focus so it doesn't change, disengage the ring, and that's it. It doesn't bother you. Here, when you turn it, it seems to be tight enough to focus that everything doesn't change. But if it does shift a little bit, can you afford that? No. So you have to, once you've got your focus done, you do have to disengage the wheel with this little button down here, which isn't too hard. Whoops, didn't do it quite right. Do a little bit more here. Hopefully that's engaged. Here you go. So this is disengaged. It's working fine. Now, let's talk a little bit about this wheel here and the advantages which we have with it. When we put this inside, and this is now back engaged, as you can see, we're focusing. We have a very practical thing for if you're shooting video and you're looking for your camera and you just set one point of the video and that's exactly where it is. You take the little screw here, tighten this down there, then you zoom to where you want to be afterwards and you find that point. Take this little screw, whoops, got the wrong one, and put that up there. So what happens here is that you have a start and stop. So if you've got two people and they're talking and you want to focus between them backwards and forwards, it's very easy. You don't even have to look. You know, one direction, focus the other way, focus the other way. So that's really good. Also, this Fotga comes with this lever here, which I find excessive. I have no idea why or what one really needs a wheel of this size for, but I'm not really a great video man. Maybe it's better, I don't know. I find it quite hilarious having this thing cranking. I should probably use it as the jack of my car would be better. Anyway, so here it is. This is this focus, the problem solved. Now we've got a working lens. And that's, I think, all I've got to say. So I hope you enjoyed that and all the best then. Cheers, bye.